The one thing I like about making Love Me, is there is a new person on set called an intimacy coordinator. So great. I personally love them because it is a stunt when you're choreographing these intimate scenes. And what's most important, the actor feels safe.
Definitely.
And I'm like, I'm an old guy. I've been married 25 years. What do I know? Woman Manuela, she was terrific and sensitive and, making the actors feel safe, making sure, and it was important also for me that like Mia Jenkins, she could look and see a woman DPing.
Yeah.
And the intimacy coordinator and knowing like, okay, I can trust this group.
E benvenuti ad una nuova puntata di Mi Stai sul podcast in collaborazione con la community di bloopersnetwork.it. Vi ricordo che potete guardarci su YouTube ed ascoltarci sulle principali piattaforme streaming audio. Io sono contentissimo perché oggi in studio c'è un po' di Hollywood, e sa perché qui con me oggi c'è ospite il regista di Cruel Intentions, film cult degli anni 90. Il suo nuovo film Love Me esce il 13 febbraio su Prime Video. Oggi in studio qui a Mi Stai sul podcast c'è il mitico Roger Kumble.
Grazie. Thank you so much.
Roger, we are psyched, so excited to have you here today, man.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Listen, I was telling you before that I know that you speak fluent Italian. Is that correct?
Very fluent, yeah. We could drop the English right now.
Ok, allora senti,
like Sicilian Italian or Milan Italian, whatever.
Ok, allora senti Roger, ma allora, oggi hai girato questo film a Roma.
What?
All right, so switch back to the English.
Please,
okay, I'll try to do my best with the English. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's so bad.
Listen, man. As I was telling you before, I'm a huge fan of your works, of your movies. I'm obsessed with one movie that you directed back in the days. I won't tell you which one now. We'll talk about it later. And now, this new movie of yours, Love Me. And comes out on February 13th, correct, on Prime Video. So the day before Valentine's Day, which is a nice move.
Yep,
which is a nice move, and
we get a 1 day jump on Wuthering Heights. I like it.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be another great competitor. All right. Yeah. So listen, the funny thing about it, I was telling you before, I'm a huge fan of yours. I was born 1980, and when Cruel Intentions came out, I was 19 years old. So that movie belongs to my generation, all right? Because I was 19 years old watching that movie, still remember it, still love it. I'm still waiting for a 4K though, 4K edition Blu-ray.
It's coming, maybe. I don't. I know they had a Blu-ray come out. I didn't know if it was 4K.
Yeah, because I'm still looking for a 4K.
Okay,
all right, it's not around. Just let you know.
Okay.
If you can't take note, it's not around. And the thing is that back in the days we called these movies like teen movies or teen dramas. Now they call it young adult. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. It's called YA. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what changed? I mean.
That's a great question. I think it was more kind of derived from the books. A lot of these now are big book like Wattpad and all those things, and it was kind of a genre of that, the YA genre.
And listen, actually, the now it's a real book. I mean, Love Me now. It's a real book. It's been published like in old school way, but it was a terrific phenomenon on this Wattpad thing. Yeah. Which I didn't know, I have to tell you. So probably I'm a boomer, but whatever. Right. So I'm 45 years old. So I'm
You're
a different
a kid
young.
To me,
I'm a different young person now.
Okay.
I used to be young. Now I consider myself a different young person. But I mean, it's nice. I mean, what's your take on new technologies like that brings this type of new events, new talents, out, and they give them, the right light?
It's a different world than 1999, and you're also looking for like IP. You're looking for like something with a built-in audience at first, and usually that starts with these books. And it's incredible that it's like the Wild West. Back in the day, you'd have to have it published and all this, and now they can kind of some of these authors are just so entrepreneurial. They just write them on their phones and they put them on Wattpad, and then they can become phenomenons. I've worked on a few of them. It's amazing.
It's an amazing thing. I was checking the Love Me Wattpad now. It's at I think 25.5 million not views, but they read it
Right.
25 million people read it, and it's bigger and bigger. And I think that after the movie comes out, it's gonna explode again, for a second time, probably for a fourth time.
Nothing would make me happier. Stefania S, who's the author, is just fantastic.
Have you met her?
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
It's not AI, just it's a real person.
She's a real person.
All right, 'cause I was
She's
curious.
very, very talented, and it's important in these adaptations now, that you have a connection with the author, because there's this fan base, and you don't want them at your house with pitchforks and torches.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And listen, you are a master of love triangles. I mean, what you did definitely back in the days, Cal classic style. I mean, you did a great adaptation of Dangerous Liaisons with Cruel
Right.
Intentions. Here we have another love triangle.
We do.
And the thing is, and I want to ask you that it's very important when you shoot movies like this, like you did back in the days, to find the right people, the right actors.
Right.
So I know that casting directors, they do a lot of this job, but I want to know how much of your intention is in the casting process.
I mean, a lot, but you also trust the right people. And we had an incredible casting director, Armando, who's done a lot of these movies in Italy, and he knows the world. He knows all the Italian actors. I think one of the few suggestions I made when I came on board is, could we make this an international school? That way, the actors can talk in their natural dialect. If it's broken English, it's okay.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. Yeah. And also another thing I loved about the movie. I mean, the movie is great. I told you before.
You're very sweet.
I mean,
Thank you.
I mean, I'm a fan. I know
Right,
that,
yeah.
but I'm being true to you. All right.
Right.
So the thing is, what I loved about the movie is the fact that you can feel genuine passion, from this movie. Genuine passion. I can still feel that you are really, into it. It's
Right.
You're passionate about it. You're passionate about your job, and I can tell by watching also the performances of the actors, because they're young, they're very young,
yeah.
and also Luca, of course, Pepe, and Mia. But you did a terrific job in directing them, and there was such a great chemistry, which is not.
It's when you cast well, 80% of your job is done. But then, I came up through theater, and what we would do is with Pepe, Luca, and Mia, we would just sit around. We would go to the lobby of their hotel, and we just read the script, and we talk about each scene, and really kind of dig into the why and try different things. And that to me is the best part.
Also, it's very interesting the fact that this is an Italian production.
Yeah.
I mean, the it's a Leone Film Group production, a Lotus production, which
Yes.
is part of the Leone Film Group. And I mean,
They're
They're the kids.
legends. I got into this business because of them.
really, yeah. So you're
I
a fan of
was-
Leone's movies?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, really?
I would. Raffaele Leone is a producer, and I would be like, "So what was Eli Wallach like? What? Who did your dad like? Clint Eastwood or Henry Fonda more? And Once Upon a Time in the West?" I had so many questions.
Yeah, I know, I get it, because I'm a movie buff as well. So
Yeah.
I can tell you are the same.
Yeah.
So we get passionate about it, it's being on the roller coaster, and
Absolutely.
the amusement park.
No, it's incredible, and it's such a honor, because they're legends,
Definitely.
and Italian films were pivotal. So many of them, Pasolini and Antonioni,
We were talking about these movies. I mean, and I told you before, they used to be called teen movies.
Yep.
And also they call them like guilty pleasure. I was telling
Yeah.
you, to me, it's not a guilty pleasure, just a pleasure, because I'm still in love with this type of movies, and I'm 44, man.
Yep.
I'm 44
Yeah,
years
yeah,
old. I told you, different young person, and I still watch them, and I love them.
Yeah, they're fun. I personally like working in this area because you're working with young actors,
Definitely.
at the start of their career, and it's just and they care and they want to do so well, and you want to kind of help them and see they're like your kids. You want to see how they grow.
Definitely, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, what do you think is like the main thing behind these movies? Why today we still love to watch these like teen movies or whatever young adult movies they call it
yep,
now?
yep, yep.
And why we still relate to them?
Because I think so much of our angst in life or whatever is from high school. The girl that broke your heart.
Definitely.
It doesn't go
Definitely.
away.
Yeah,
It doesn't
never.
go
Yeah.
away. So
Yeah.
there's a connection no matter how old you are. That time in your life, the high school
Definitely.
years are the years that you just take with you to the grave.
And listen, what do you think? I mean, the cast of like Luca, Pip, and Mia, and I mean, you work with great talents, like great Hollywood actors,
Yep.
in your movies. And do you think they're gonna be, I mean, huge stars after this movie comes out?
I hope so. They deserve it. And God willing, yes. I mean, they work very hard. They're extremely talented.
Because we were talking about it with the people from Prime, and we were talking about this is gonna be huge. Like
Right.
I mean, like because the fan base of the book,
Yeah.
it's like huge, it's big.
Yeah.
And so after the new event, the event that your guys are preparing in Rome, like the premiere of the movie, I
Yeah.
think they're gonna be thrilled and they're gonna be
I love that.
very very
Yeah.
popular.
And it's very important to me that the fans feel good. The challenge sometimes is like when I did Les en danger, the author was dead for 300 years.
Yeah,
And there was no social media.
definitely.
Now,
Definitely, yeah.
the fans, they interact with you on Instagram and they're so excited. And you don't want to let them down. At the same time, it's some of these books are like 700 pages,
Yeah.
and it's 100-minute movie, and that's where I don't like to be in the foxhole
Yeah,
alone.
definitely.
I want to be with the author,
Yeah, yeah.
and say, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Because I think that for all the movies based on books or video games or
Right.
comic books, if you can relate to the author, the creator, or
Yeah.
whatever the game designers, I think it's definitely 10 times better. Because basically in the past we saw movies adaptation of whatever was it like,
Yeah.
which weren't that good. Like
I always think I have immense respect for the author because they're the ones who started this all. They were looking at a blank computer screen and they started typing this book that became a phenomenon. And to not have them by your side and going, how do we do this right for your fans? And
Definitely.
also, you're making the movie for the book fans. You're also making movies for people who don't know the book who are going to hopefully love the book.
Definitely.
So it's trying to find that kind of combination.
Definitely. That's the reason why movie buffs nowadays are very excited to see the new Resident Evil movie. Let's see what happens. Let's see, let's see if they get it right for the first time ever. Probably.
yeah.
Who knows? We hope so. So talking about Love Me, just to let you know how 90s I am.
Yeah.
Anytime, I was reading the title, Love Me, boom, the Cardigan song.
Right. Yeah.
The Cardigan
of
song,
course,
like
yeah.
love. Yeah, it's like that's how 90s I am, man. So that's how I'm still anchored.
Right. Yeah.
That era. I mean, do you like that era? I mean,
Well,
the 90s?
we had the song in Cruel Intentions, so it definitely resonated with me. I definitely think of the Love Fool is the title of it. I think that they used very well in the Romeo and Juliet film, the Baz Luhrmann. But I'm a nine. I grew up on Brit pop, 80s and 90s. That's my jam.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, I'm there too.
Right.
So yeah, I dig it.
Right.
Yeah. And listen, I mean, for you, because what's interesting in still telling these stories?
It again, it goes back to that you can relate to the pain, like these little things that are in high school, the biggest things in the world. You know, it's the classic good girl and the boy from the wrong side of the tracks. And John Hughes was doing. I mean, it's gone back to Rebel Without a Cause. I mean, it's just always connecting.
Amazing. Amazing, man. Oh man, because I was like, I love these movies, love that era. So you tell me you were working a video archive in the video store, right? So, I mean, I can tell, so you are very passionate about movies.
That's where I got my education, really. I worked in a video store when I was growing up, and I got to see everything, and that's how I kind of fell in love with it.
VHS.
And beta.
And you beta cams.
We had both.
Yeah, but wow.
People don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I know. Right? I used to work with beta and digital beta. That's why I used to work in my previous, TV shows. Yeah, and then with the digital, everything changed.
Everything. And the money I spent on laser discs.
Laser. Yeah, I bought some of them.
Some
of them. Yeah, I still have them actually. I also, I bought many. Then the DVD came out. Also the mini disc from Sony.
Right.
Yeah, I had. And also they made the wrong formats because I spent so much money on that stuff, and but it's still there. But it's still there. And listen, do you miss the old school video video rant days? Like I
do.
Yeah,
I do. There was something about going to the Blockbuster or the video store and I live in Los Angeles, and they have this store Vidiot's that closed down for years.
Vidiot's,
They just brought it back, and it's great. And they show old movies, and you kind of see a resurgence.
It's the plus for Mark Duplass, the director.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He created this Vidiot's thing. Yeah, because I followed them. Yeah.
Oh,
they make really nice. They make really nice things. Yeah, definitely. And listen, talking about now about your the influence that you had on Love Me, I think that comes from, of course, your most famous movie ever. Your debut, by the way, your debut movie, which was Cruel Intentions.
That's correct.
So we go back to 1999.
Yes.
1999. And, I remember watching that movie because I told you before, I was a huge fan of Sarah Michelle Gellar, and huge fan also of Reese Witherspoon because I watched this movie called Fear.
Mark
Wahlberg.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I love that movie. I met Reese. I told her, listen, whatever. Yeah, I know, but I love you from this and I love you from that movie because that movie was great. And I remember, it was 1999. I remember that movie was all over the place for the kiss between Sarah Michelle Gellar and Selma Blair.
Correct.
All right. So I want to know, because the movie was produced by Neil H. Moritz.
That is correct.
I love them. I love him, love his works, whatever, huge fan. I want to know, when you wrote that movie, was that scene in the original script? Or was it already in the script?
Yeah. It was in the script, but I will say what made that scene iconic was because it was my first film and I directed theater, I said, surround me with the best people. Just, and they hired me. Theo van der Son was the
director,
the DP. Yep.
Yeah.
And so we're shooting in Central Park, the kiss, and we did a first take, and they kissed, and there was some spit in between them, like and somebody said, "Oh, you need to go again." There was spit, and Theo jumped in. He goes, "No, it's beautiful." And I was like, yeah, cut, moving on. We're moving on. So we only did like one take, and that, luckily I listened to the DP, so I give Theo full credit for that, because you could erase it now in digital, but back then that would cost way too much money.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And Theo van der Son, is he like the DP from Paul Verhoeven, right? Is it from the Paul Verhoeven's movies?
He's
Dutch, right? He's Dutch.
Very good. Yeah, he did. He's yes, and it
fan.
was interesting because it was my first film, and I never went to film school. I went to Theo school, and the film we watched for me to study filmmaking was The Conformist. you know,
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
how to move the camera and all that. So
Wow.
all comes back around to Italy, huh?
Yeah, see, yeah, exactly right,
Yeah.
exactly right. Yeah, Bertolucci. Was it
Um,
Bertolucci, The Conformist?
yeah.
Was it Bertolucci? Yeah, it
Was
was
it?
a
Yeah.
Bertolucci movie, The Conformist. Yeah, yeah, it's a great, wow, old school Italian movies, right?
Oh, the
Yeah, because
best.
you know that movie that when you shot, I remember that it was pretty audacious back then,
Yep.
and definitely because I mean, I'm talking 1999, all right. It's not right. It's not
Yeah.
2026. So we internet, yeah, I mean wasn't there yet.
Just starting.
Yeah,
Just
that wasn't like
starting. Yeah.
exactly right. It wasn't like it is now.
Right.
And I remember that, and Sarah Michelle Gellar was, I don't know, was pretty audacious for her too. I mean, as well, accepting to do that
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it used to come from the Buffy series. She was
Yeah.
already in Buffy, and you
Yeah.
know, and she was like the nice girl and whatever. And
Yep.
and you guys and you did this
She
game
wanted
changing.
she wanted to, you know, she's
Experiment.
a very talented actor, and she goes, I want to do something completely different.
So
you
was it
know.
easy for you working with this young? I mean,
They were great. They were and they knew it was my first film, and I was, you know, I said, help me, and you know, it all comes kind of back to like theater and just like, oh, we're gonna get together, we'll sit, and we'll, you know, try to make this better.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
You know, they were amazing, you know. But it was funny because when I wrote it, I wrote on spec. I wrote it as a spec script, Cruel Intentions, meaning
Yeah.
no one paid me to do it. I just
All right, you
wrote
did it on your own. Okay,
Yeah.
it was your idea, and
And-
you did it, and you wrote it down. Yeah,
and
okay.
it was a hot script when it was going out, but everyone said, "Could you make it in college?" And I said no, because there's something about high school, which comes around to love me, that we can all connect with. You know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And you know, and it's hard. I mean, it was your first movie,
Yep.
and Sony came in, like Sony Pictures, like
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it was like Screen Gems or whatever, or
No, it was
no,
just it
just
was
Sony, right?
it was Amy Pascal.
Amy Pascal, yeah,
Yes,
sure,
who
sure.
you know, did Luca Guadagnino's
Yeah,
film.
yeah. Yeah.
She's brilliant, and
Brilliant, right?
yeah, was so helpful.
And you had all these young kids, like, because you know back then in the 90s, you know, teen movies were like the best thing like to produce, I think, because there were lots of teen movies
At
back.
that moment, it was just it was just like my friends had made Can't Hardly Wait.
I love that
and
movie as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, it's great.
love that as well.
Deb Kaplan, Harry Elfont, and it was a moment.
Exactly right, and I love that moment, you know, because I
Yeah.
grew up in that moment,
Yeah.
and I remember that the cast of that movie was amazing. I mean, they were talented and already pretty famous. I mean, Sarah Michelle Gellar was like the hottest, like she was Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Yep.
So she was all all around,
Yeah.
all around the place. And I remember Ryan Phillippe
Mm-hmm.
from I Know What You Did Last Summer. So
Who
they,
acted with Sarah?
with
in
Sarah
that.
in that movie, and then you got Reese Witherspoon, and I remember Joshua Jackson was in it too.
Correct.
Yeah, it was a young Joshua Jackson, probably his first year of Dawson's Creek, probably. I don't remember
He was,
that.
you know, it's funny because Kevin Williamson and I were next door neighbors, living on this small little
really?
street. Yeah, and he had just written
At the beginning, like
Yeah. Like when we were like I was writing Cruel Intentions, he was writing Dawson's Creek and Teaching Mrs. Dingle and
Oh, I
Scream.
love
You
Scream,
know,
yeah.
yeah. So it was kind of funny.
And listen,
And now we have movies coming out again the same time.
and you know what? I mean, help me out here, Roger, because I'm gonna interview Kevin Williamson for the first time ever on February the 2nd for the new Scream movie, and I'm thrilled.
Is he going to be here?
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. It's gonna be on Zoom.
Will
I
you
hate
tell
Zoom.
Kevin I said hello, and I love Kevin Williamson. I'm so excited. A couple of my friends are involved with that franchise and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, me too, because I'm a huge fan, and I was lucky enough to meet Wes Craven back in the days, and the nicest dude ever. But talking about your work again, so you're shooting your debut film, and it's gonna be huge because the movie grossed lots of money, like $70
It
whatever
it
$million.
It It did
Good.
well. It did
Oh.
well. It did. You
Okay.
know, we didn't win the weekend. Analyze this did. So you were like a little sad
Oh,
back
really?
then,
Man.
but still, it was. It did well enough that you could go do other things.
No, definitely. I mean, that I think opened the Hollywood door to you. I mean, there was
Yeah. I was a writer for like 8 years, and so I was doing a lot of rewriting, and I had a great mentor in Peter and Bobby Fairley.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Fairley
love 'em.
brothers,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Fairley brothers. Yeah.
So
Wow,
they were
man.
incredibly helpful to me, and
Wow.
so I was gaining a lot of knowledge, so to speak.
Wow, man. So you did a terrific job with that movie because, it
Thank
became like an instant cult classic. I mean, I'm not talking only about like,
It was funny. It didn't. Part of the reason why it didn't do, the huge opening weekend was there were signs. We were hearing about signs all over the country saying no one under 17 is able to see Cruel Intentions. They were like, the theater owners were really,
Actually, and really, and listen, but what's your thoughts? I mean, nowadays everything's changed. Do you often think about that? Like, I mean, the story that just you told me now, no, the story
Right.
just that told me, and seeing what's happening today, like the kids can, easily access whatever website,
Right.
dangerous or not, and
yeah.
I mean, do you do
I'm,
some
I'm
sort of?
I have 3 kids, so what's gonna happen is gonna happen. You just try and raise people right and go make your best decisions.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
I
funny
had-
nowadays.
It's
Yeah.
funny. Somebody came up to me a couple years back and said, you invented revenge porn. And I was like, what? And they go, well, in Cruel Intentions, he's putting the therapist's daughter's photos on the internet. And I said, oh, that's great. Don't tell my children that. I don't know if I really want that on my obituary one day.
Yeah. But it's a funny consideration, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a funny consideration. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it.
No, me neither.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a great fan, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like a terrific fan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
How much of that Cruel Intentions DNA did you bring to Love Me, Love Me?
A little, I mean, the sense that you really want to kind of like a theater community with the actors, and really to like give them agency of like, this is yours, this is your character, and bring something to it, and the other thing is even in these romance movies, even in Cruel Intentions or in Love Me, I always try to find humor because there's truth in that, where if it's just constant melodrama or constant drama, you're kind of like, this isn't real life. There's moments of you're having a good time, and
Definitely.
you
Yeah.
know.
And you're really good. I mean, it's not, I mean, what you wrote in your movies, I mean, when you were the movies that you wrote, they're not easy to write. And in both of them, I mean, I'm talking about Cruel Intentions and The Sweetest Thing. They were extremely pretty ahead of its time.
Yeah,
Both
definitely.
of them.
Yeah, Sweetest Thing, absolutely.
Definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite movies ever, by the way.
Oh,
We
you're
talk-
very
yeah.
sweet.
I mean,
Thank you.
no. I mean,
Yeah. No,
I told
thank
you because I've always been a huge Cameron Diaz fan. I mean, I met Cameron Diaz
Right.
2 times, and I still remember it because
mean,
she was amazing. And I remember watching that movie at the press screening. I was like, what the
Right.
hell is this? I mean, I love it. I was like,
Right.
what the hell is this?
It was
It's
insane.
still
Yeah.
pretty audacious.
It was
The penis song
oh,
and also the scene of Selma bringing her stuff to the
Right.
to the laundry.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I love that. I mean, that
Yeah.
was
it was,
hysterical.
I grew up doing comedy. Comedy was my
can tell.
first thing, and it was Cruel Intentions was more an outlier movie of me than doing drama. I wasn't, and I think that's part of the reason why it lasts longer is because I can't help myself.
You need to do that. Yeah,
try
yeah,
to
yeah,
find
yeah.
the truth, whether it's
Yeah.
humorous or not. And but there was a script going. After Cruel Intentions, I was getting scripts, and I was like, and I was at a point in my life where I wasn't. I just gotten married, but there was no kids. There was no, we're fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Where you could kind of take a swing.
Yeah, yeah.
And there
definitely.
was a script, and it was just so outrageous.
Definitely.
And we got Cameron Diaz, who was the biggest. She was the highest paid actress of her ever
Wow.
to do that movie. So there was a lot of pressure. But thank God, and we just surrounded. We had our choice of anybody.
Thomas Jane, man. Thomas Jane.
It was great.
Crazy dude. He's a crazy dude.
He is
Thomas
a
Jane.
crazy dude.
He's a crazy dude.
Yeah.
I love him. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
and
him.
and actually Jason Bateman came in and
Jason
read.
Bateman.
And he was only doing TV, and this was before
The new fame.
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
And,
Before I remember that.
he knocked it out of the park. And I remember saying, I remember calling Cameron and going, all right, so for this role, I know this is going to sound crazy, but Jason Bateman was great. And she goes, we would be lucky to have him. Which was, because she had also casting approval. And I remind Jason of that every time I see him. I go, it was me who brought you back, not Mitch Hurwitz.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? You're right. I mean, we know the story about Jason Bateman because he told on the news. He told
Yeah.
everybody during the interviews all the problems that he had. And if you ask me, to me, Jason Bateman, I never met the guy, so I'm really maybe, hopefully one day, but. To me, it's still Teen Wolf 2.
Right.
All right. And I love that movie, all right? I got it on Blu-ray.
He's brilliant. He's just so brilliant. Yeah.
It's brilliant. So I was very happy to see him back, in your movie back then. Because,
Yeah.
he deserved it. And, always being a funny actor. I mean,
Yeah.
a good actor.
Yeah.
And you did a great job, I mean, with them. And,
Yeah.
and yeah, definitely. I'll tell him that we met if I've ever met him.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
For Zootropolis too.
Every time he hears my name, he's like, "Oh, he's gonna take credit for my career."
Yeah, sure.
research."
And he's right. And again, also was a very bold movie, The Sweetest Thing, especially
Yeah.
talking from the female side, because they were like women, like
Definitely. And it was, when it came out, it was not well. The critics wanted to kill me, and it didn't do well. And it really wasn't until Bridesmaids that
Exactly, that brought back
people started to discover the film.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
20 years later, probably.
Yeah.
It was like 2018, probably. I don't remember when Bridesmaids came out, but
Yeah.
more
but
than 15 years later.
then
More
it
than
started
15.
to appear on funniest movies of the decade and
Yeah,
all that,
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, now you're doing it.
Yeah, so I mean that's funny. That's funny when you talk about it because I'm curious to know
Right.
how you guys, I mean, you filmmakers react about it. Like how Bridesmaid and The Sweetest Thing. Like you made a movie, it was pretty ahead of its
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
which probably wasn't like good
Yeah,
for
no,
that. For that, but. After all these years, you see another movie, and you go like, which basically it's like the same, like feeling, whatever. Like,
Bridesmaids is brilliant. Yeah.
no, it's a great, no, it's a great
Yeah.
movie. But how you think how many things change over the years? Like, it's strange. It's
Yeah,
Does
yeah,
it-
yeah. It's so great when these movies last, and I don't necessarily trust when a movie comes out, because it could be on the marketing, the date, the whatever. It's literally, I said, it's kind of like wine. You have to go let it sit for 10 years and then see.
yeah, definitely.
And then, but
definitely.
it's so nice when people are coming up to you and saying, "I saw that movie you made 20 years ago, and I love it."
Yeah, I
And
told you.
that's meaningful.
Also very much connected to that movie because I loved it and I watched it and I did press, and I
Right.
did my interviews with.
The challenging thing with that movie now is most people discover it on streaming, on Netflix and all that.
Sure.
But I don't know if you remember, but when it came out in the theater, the Peanut song was not in it. It was in the DVD. And I will tell you the reason why is because we were
PG?
testing. No. It was still an R, that movie. We were testing the movie, and we did 2 tests back at the same time, one with the penis song in it, one without. And, as soon as the penis song comes on, there's like 20 devout Catholics get up and leave.
All right, so no penis song. No
And
penis
we were
song.
on, and it wasn't like the studio kind of strong arming. It was like, okay, we want a bigger audience, and we'll put it on the DVD. But the problem is now the streamers take the theatrical. So I keep trying to guys, just put the song back, please.
So you're telling me that these test screenings are real and they really work, and studios used to...
I love them because
Okay,
they're
so-
if they're utilized well. There's this guy Kevin Getz. He's he's very well known, and he is the guru, and they can be helpful.
All right, yeah, because I
Yeah.
always thought about it, because I've never been to any of these test screenings. So
Yeah.
I almost thought they weren't real, at the
Now
time.
they're real. I mean, it wasn't in that it wasn't the test. It was the walkout.
Because because I never know.
Because it's such a bizarre scene too, and
it is.
we were basically. I was trying to do Grease Lightning.
yeah. And I want to also remember. Christina Applegate, huge fan of hers.
Great.
Yeah.
She was just.
Oh man, beautiful.
Yeah.
It was great trio on Selma Blair and Cameron Diaz.
And with that role of Jane, the Selma Blair role, I knew that was like what we're putting this girl through in this movie, and I was like, I worked with Selma. She was fearless, and I remember going to visit her on the set of Legally Blonde and saying, "Okay, so
Wow,
here's this part. It's nuts. Like there's the bit where your mouth gets stuck. I can't say what. And And I'll tell you a great story about that was we needed a song. We needed a song that they sing that can free her throat, and it was I said, the song from Armageddon is so good. I don't want to miss a thing. The Aerosmith song.
Love that.
And we're like, how are we going to get this song? So I wrote Diane Warren, the famous songwriter, and I said, I really want to use her song, and here's the context. I showed her the film. She goes, I'm giving you this song. I love it so much. And I go, oh my God.
Amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Amazing story. Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't
Yeah.
believe it. Wow, crazy
Yeah.
story, man. I love that. And would you ever direct, shoot, and write a sequel to that movie nowadays?
I mean,
Cameron Diaz got back in action.
I will say Nancy Pimentel wrote the script, and
Yeah.
she was the kind of the mad lunatic behind that. So with her involvement, to work with those people again, I would never say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see
It would
that.
be
'cause,
interesting.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
it could be a thing. At
Who
least.
knows? Yeah.
Who knows,
yeah.
right?
Exactly.
And now I'm gonna tell you the movie I'm obsessed with that
Yes.
you directed, and the movie is Just Friends.
Thank you.
I love that movie. I found out about that movie because I used to do lots of press junkets in LA.
Right.
So from Rome to LA, like
Yeah,
3
yeah,
days,
yeah.
like 2 days on the plane and 1 day there. So I used to. I was always jet lagged and kind of hard to sleep when you do that.
Right.
And so I used to go to the Blockbuster on Sunset Boulevard back then. There was a Blockbuster
Yep.
on Sunset Boulevard. So I used to go there, and when I used to go there, I used to buy a bunch of movies that
Right.
didn't come out yet. It didn't come out in Italy yet.
Yeah. Okay.
One of these DVDs was Just Friends.
Right.
And I knew Ryan Reynolds was, of course, but I always been a huge fan of Anna Faris. I met her
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
And always been in love with Amy Smart.
Yeah.
All right. So I bought it. All right. You know what? Yeah, I love it.
Right.
I just read it. I bought it. I saw it when I got back here. And since then, I'm in love and obsessed with that movie. That
Thank you,
movie
yeah.
is a great movie. Super funny one. And again, great cast. You did amazing things. The fat suit is something I would like to wear. I don't
Yeah.
know why, but that's something I love to wear.
Right.
that movie was amazing, and I told you, Anna Faris, such great comedic time. She's great. Amy Smart, the sweetest. But Ryan
Right.
Reynolds, did you ever think that Reynolds would become that big? This
You
big?
know, I when I got involved with just friends and we're working on the draft and I said, there's this guy, he's in this show, Two Girls and a Guy. This
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the
TV
series.
show.
Yeah,
I think this guy's the next Robin Williams. And he's really handsome.
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
You know,
yeah, the
and
bastard.
the world was starting to know him through Van Wilder.
Yeah,
But
National Lampoon's.
he was it was a front row seat to genius. I mean, really, how smart that guy's mind works. And we don't have a lot. We made it in Regina, Saskatchewan, that movie, because there was like tax incentives on tax incentives. So
Yeah.
in the middle of freezing Canada in
Wow.
like winter.
Wow.
So and the same thing. We just got together and we just went over the script and we were like, how do we make this as funny as possible? And it was a blast to make and
Yeah.
so I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna be huge. And then I do remember going when Green Lantern came out, I was like, oh man, it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
It's just bad luck because he's so talented. And then I think then it was like the proposal, and then people
proposal,
started
yeah.
seeing how talented he was, and then if you the passion that went into Deadpool, and that was him. That
Yeah,
you
yeah.
watch it and you go, this is Ryan.
So it's got really that, because I never met him actually. I never had the chance to meet him. So I was wondering if he's ever got that comedic times, that sort of like, if he's a funny dude or whatever. Like
The way it's
It's
the
natural.
way his mind works it was incredible.
And I'm pretty sure that he liked that movie because they shot. Have you seen the Aviation Gene commercial?
I did. I loved
Well,
it.
right.
I loved it.
So I mean, somehow I think that he's still he's in love with that movie.
It was a movie like they couldn't really figure out the marketing because it's like he wasn't a big enough name. But then we put him in the fat suit in the poster,
Love it,
and
yeah.
like it just never. It didn't. It did well enough. But it wasn't until streaming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't until like Netflix and all that that I started. Yeah,
Recently?
Yeah, like 8 years
Oh,
ago or
man.
something, or 6 years. Yeah, that then now it's like a holiday
Movie.
classic. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's great, and I still talk to all of them and
All the cast, like Anna Faris?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh
man, I love her.
That was the most fun.
Yeah, she's super fun. She was super sweet to me when we met for Scary Movie 3.
Right.
I met her.
I'm
and
so excited to see her in the new Scary.
yeah,
movie.
yeah, can't wait actually.
Right.
I can't wait. And please, Roger, don't leave the room.
I'm not.
But I have to tell you that probably I'm the only fan of the Green Lantern movie, and I really enjoyed that one. Man, please don't leave the room. Don't leave the room,
No.
'cause
You know what?
beg you?
It was more that it was like he.
It was out of context, like probably.
Or it just
Like,
didn't do well enough for
Yeah, for
the
him,
box office and
Yeah,
all that.
I know. But and you also worked with another terrific actor. I'm gonna do this name dropping now. Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, how about that career?
have you
yeah.
met him again? Like after you guys worked together?
I think I've seen him once. I shot him. He's an Oscar winner now.
Yeah, no, yeah, the
You
weight and all
know,
that, yeah.
And again, just a sweet guy who just is very good at physical comedy and just I'm so thrilled what's happened to him.
Have you seen the new movie? Rental
I
Family.
have not.
Oh,
I have
amazing!
not.
Oh, it's a wow, terrific one. It's a great performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a great performance, and I'm telling you this because huge fan of Brendan Fraser. But of course, to me, if you ask me, Brendan Fraser will always be George of the Jungle, and of course,
looked good.
Encino Man,
He looked good.
Airheads.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Airheads,
Yeah.
terrific.
We're definitely the same. We're of the same age. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
'cause-
I remember. Yeah, Encino Man, and
I
how
love that.
good he was with physical comedy. And
Exactly
just,
right,
like-
which is not easy at all. Like when you can make people laugh, I think with
and
movements and
the Mummy
gestures. And,
was, I mean, that he could do
Right.
action and comedy. He could do
exactly,
it
and
all.
I'm so glad that he got back. He got an Oscar because sometimes Hollywood can be really mean to actors.
That's
like,
what I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, I'm coming from outside, and being a movie buff, that's what
Right.
I get, because
Yeah.
these actors deserve better. I mean, not just
Yeah,
now.
it's a tough business. It's a tough business,
right?
You know,
To be, definitely.
I've often, there were years where I went and I was just enjoying doing television more than features, because I got to work on a show, Suits, and I got it because Gabriel and I had done a play like 10 years before, or 7 years before, and that was just such a great time.
Wow. And if you could right now, if you could shoot a movie, direct a
Right.
movie, write a movie, what would be your dream team actors for this movie, for this comedy? Who would you like to have?
Luca Malucci,
Mm-hmm.
Mia Jenkins, and Pepe Barroso.
Oh, love me. Say that you love me. And listen, when you work with these three guys, because we're getting back on Love Me.
Right.
Because remember, February the 13th.
Yes.
Okay, one day away from Valentine's Day, so which
Exactly.
is perfect because it's a love story.
Yeah.
All right, it's a love story. It's a love triangle, and I mean this love triangle. I mean, there's still work. I mean, like there's still
They'll always work.
yeah.
They'll always
Why?
Because we're always in love with the girl and somebody else loves them too. And Shakespeare started it.
Yeah, exactly
or
right.
It's
It's
just-
an evergreen.
No, it stands the test of time. It's a great conflict,
And listen, because many directors, many American directors, Hollywood directors like you, like yourself, they
Right.
worked in Rome. So I was working with an Italian crew, because they say that Romance crew are lazy.
That's not true.
It's good to know.
And
It's
I
good to
will
know.
I will say this: when I got the job, I had said to my producers at Lotus and Leone, I said I want to work with an all Italian crew. I'm not bringing anybody,
Mhm.
because I wanted that experience. I mean, this is Italy. It's
Yeah,
Italy.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
Yeah.
You're right. But
And I said, just get me. I said I don't need to meet him. Just hire the best. Just hire the best. Hire. Because it's a YA and teen. I do like a lot of women on set in powerful positions. So I said I'd really love a female DP. And they gave me Martina Coco, who's so good. She's so great. And you just hire these, they're Italian craftsmen. They're amazing.
I mean, because probably we usually, I mean, Hollywood directors like yourself. I mean, you guys are used to have the best people around, like high. I mean, with the highest standard ever. Like, so that's why I've heard stories about American directors coming to Rome and shooting with an Italian crew, and they were like, lazy asses. That's what I heard many
F
times.
those directors, because they're wrong. Not my crew. They were amazing. They cared, and I think it was nice. I was like, I don't care if the official language on set should be Italian. It's okay. I will talk to. I talk to the actors, and I'll talk to the cinematographer and the first AD.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of speaks English, but I was like, I'd rather the communication be flowing and there be a community experience that, I want to be the guest.
Yeah.
And that was very important to me. And they gave me that, and it was such a great experience. Just loved the crew.
And I appreciate what you just said because it's you're a very humble man, by the way, and I love that. And terrific filmmaker, I told you before,
Very
and
sweet. Thank you.
we are proud when like an Italian, as an Italian, I'm proud when when a filmmaker like yourself, your caliber says such a thing.
They're great. I mean, you got to be crazy not to. I'm like, I just. I brought my wife.
And listen, be honest with me. Did you make the whole cast, watching Cruel Intentions?
No.
Oh, why not? What's that?
No, I don't care.
No. I mean,
No,
could that be like useful for them? Could that be? I mean,
It's
could it
up
be
to them. I mean, it's like I'm always like, what is what's the objective? What are you playing in the moment? What do you want?
Okay. Okay.
Whatever they've seen, it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
I will say, the one thing I like about making Love Me, is there is a new person on set called an intimacy coordinator. And it is
Yeah, I know about it. Yeah.
so great. I personally love them because it is a stunt when you're choreographing these intimate scenes, and what's most important, the actor feels safe.
Definitely.
And I'm like, I'm an old guy. I've been married 25 years. What do I know?
I just found that out. I just found about the intimacy coordinator like 2 years ago.
We had this woman, Manuela. She was terrific and sensitive, and making the actors feel safe, making sure and it was important also for me that like Mia Jenkins, she could look and see a woman DPing.
Yeah,
and the intimacy coordinator, and knowing like, okay, I can trust this group.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Roger, I want to ask you one thing.
Yep.
Let me see. Let me check this out. Okay. So I want to ask you.
Yep.
If you remember this day.
I do.
Okay, I'm pretty curious to ask you, what were you thinking and what were you looking at?
Right now, I'm looking at that I'm a little overweight, and why am I wearing a white T-shirt? But that's a great question. It was such a what was important to me in Cruel Intentions was there's a technique in acting like playing the opposite of a line. And like I learned that actually from watching Gene Hackman's work, the late Gene Hackman, where they would be saying the most horrible things, Catherine and Sebastian, but they would be just talking as if talk as if you're just talking about the weather.
Oh, really?
Same with the kissing scene with Selma. They don't lean into any passion. I'm like, I want to play this as cold as possible, because it's just strangely erotic.
I mean, that scene is okay. I wasn't thinking
But
about this
if
technique.
you watch the scene again and you watch Sarah's performance, she's like, I'm going to take my tongue and stick it in your mouth, and that's what.
Yeah, cold. Yeah.
It's just like she's reading stereo instructions. And I was like, this is I want to play it like this. Like, there's no, because you're saying the worst things possible. So you don't have to lean into it.
Okay.
Play against it,
That's a great technique.
It worked,
I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
For those characters, yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
And so I wanna finish our chat, nice chat, because it was a pleasure.
But I do want to jump in, because I
please.
think you're interviewing this very, very talented young actor, Luca Malucci.
Yeah, it's gonna be here.
There is a scene that we film, and without giving spoilers, in a van, where we're trying to do a lot at once. We're trying to do romance and intimacy and a bit of truthful comedy. And this kid knocked it out of the park.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's gonna be the next big thing, probably in Italy.
If he was a stock, I'd put a lot of money in it.
All right, great. It's good to
Okay.
know. Thanks
Yeah.
for the advice. Thanks for the
You're
advice.
welcome.
I mean, you just said that, and you work with the greatest talents from Hollywood. So you got
we're,
the eye for it.
and we had you know, the supporting cast of this movie. I'm a big fan of Maxton Hall. There's a show on Amazon Prime. There's this woman, Andrew Gow, and she and I, you know, she's like the sweet girl on that show. And I go, let's, you know, if there's any Cruel Intentions, it's with her actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the character of Amelia. That I could kind of whip out my nasty card, and she's delicious at it because it's so against what she was playing on Maxton Hall, you know. But also Pepe,
He's a
who
great,
just,
yeah.
he's great, and Mia. I mean, thank God. I mean, I'm so excited for the world to get to know this girl. You know,
Definitely. I mean, you're a maestro in this because I told you. I mean, you worked with these young actors back then, and I mean, even though if she was already, I mean, even though if you know Sarah Michelle Gellar was already famous because she was very famous, but the way you used her, I think that after that she, I mean, that the way you worked with her granted her more credit in the business.
I think it helped. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
and
'cause it
like
was
she's
something
like
different.
she's literally like an old friend of mine now.
Oh, really?
And
Do you
we
guys
did-
are still in contact?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
great.
totally. Although we talk about like schools and kids,
And
but
kids, yeah, no, yeah, I get it.
we did have we made a pilot, you know, because we've done since Cruel Intentions, we've done like a musical that tours the
Yeah.
world now, and we did
I'm sorry, there is a musical of
yeah,
Cruel
there's a Cruel
Intentions?
Intentions musical. But it was playing in London last year. It's kind of toured all over. It's great. Very happy about it. And but we did a pilot. It was the true sequel of Cruel Intentions.
Oh yeah, the story I've heard. Yeah. That then became the straight-to-video movie, right?
No.
That's not the story.
That's a different
Different
there's been
story?
So many. No, this was like in 2015, and
never knew it.
And we did it, and it was a great experience. And NBC couldn't schedule it, so. But I was okay with it because we made this thing, and now I think you can find it on YouTube or
Oh, really?
TikTok, and it's kind of wild. Yeah.
I want to see that.
And she's so great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love her. I mean, I
Yeah.
told you. I mean, I'm
She's the
probably.
best.
I told you. I mean, I come from
Yeah.
that era. So Buffy to me, when I met her, because I met her for.
No, and she's redoing it with Chloe Zhao. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. I can't
Wow.
wait. I
Wow.
can't wait. I
Yeah.
can't wait. That's gonna
Right?
be really wild. Yeah, definitely. And I met her just once for The Grudge.
Right.
And yeah, and we talked like for 5 minutes. You know, press junket.
She's amazing.
She's an amazing girl.
Yeah.
Very sweet girl. Definitely.
And still married to Freddie.
Unfortunately, yes. Yes, unfortunately, yes. But you know, so listen, Roger. I want to do a very small love me test with
Great.
you
Oh,
to end
Okay.
this
Yep.
this chat we had. I really hope you enjoyed being with us today, or probably you're regretting right now. But you never know, because you never know. Okay, listen, Roger. How do you usually start a flirtation? It's a multiple choice. You're gonna be
Okay,
A, B, C,
great,
D. All
great.
right.
I love
With a
it.
clever bet or challenge that secretly tests their loyalty. A. Okay. B. By accidentally bumping into them at every holiday party until they notice. C. Super sweetly offering help, compliments, and a cozy Italian
A.
getaway vibe. Okay. A. Yeah. Great. A. Okay. A. Your ideal date night involves A. Seductive mind games, fancy outfits, and a dramatic reveal at the end. B. Karaoke disasters, snowball fights, and ending up singing cheesy love songs. C. A charming inn with zero self-service, fall leaves, and zero drama at first. D. Secret rooftop talks, hidden feelings, and a magnetic pull you can't ignore.
I'm going with C.
C.
Yeah, because
All
I
right.
can't not think of my wife.
Again, when things get complicated in love, you A. Scheme harder, revenge plots are just for play. B. Run away to another city, then awkwardly come back years later. C, keep things light and hopeful. Love finds a way. D, choose between the perfect one and the dangerous, intense one.
Oh boy. I think
Your wife is not listening to this, is not watching.
She's not.
All
B.
right.
B. Let's
B,
go with
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with B.
Yep.
Then, okay, pick your signature Roger Kumble soundtrack moment. A, bittersweet symphony, playing while everything falls apart gloriously. B, a cringe but adorable 80s power ballad during an airport chase. C, soft acoustic guitar while someone falls in love over pie. D, emotional indie pop during a charged stare down in Milan.
I'm going with A.
A,
I have to.
bittersweet
Yeah.
symphony. Yeah,
Yeah.
love that. Love that one. Love that one. So the last one, 5. Your love language is A, words of manipulation. B, acts of ridiculous friendship. C, quality time in a cute small town. D, intense physical and emotional magnetism.
A.
A. Okay, words of manipulation. All right, from the master of cruel behind, from the dangerous mind behind cruel intentions. Okay, let's see the results. Okay, we got A, C, B, A. Okay, mostly A's.
I need therapy, right?
No. Mostly A's. Let me tell you what you need now. Okay, your pure cruel intentions energy, seductive, strategic, and a little dangerous. Roger will cast you as the lead who always has a plan and a backup plan. Love me? Prove it.
Prove what?
Prove it. Love me? Prove it. Okay. Do you see yourself in this description?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay,
Years
good.
of therapy.
I mean,
still
it's good.
that. Yeah.
It's good to know, Roger. Listen.
Right.
So again, Love Me. It's gonna be premiering on Prime Video on February the 13th. I mean, why people should watch the movie Love Me, Roger?
They should watch it because it's just a great fun ride. It's romance, action. So the boys don't get bored.
Yeah, I
you
love
know,
the MMA
the MMA
scenes.
stuff,
Yeah,
and
good.
it's
Yeah.
just got all the feels, so to speak, and just phenomenal acting by everyone. It's Stefania wrote a great story, and I was very fortunate to help adapt it.
Roger, listen, I want to thank you very much for having for being with us, today, and you're a terrific filmmaker, a great human being, a very humble man, and I really appreciate and respect that. I mean,
Thank you.
A lot. So,
Thank you.
let me tell you again. So ragazzi, allora quindi ricordiamo che il nuovo film di Roger Kumble, Love Me, ricordate su Prime Video 13 febbraio. Roger, thank you very much. Hope to see you soon.
Thank
and
you.
give a best regards to Sarah Michelle Gellar, please.
I
Right?
will.
Thank you. Thank you,
All
Roger.
right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.